Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement.
This is the Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Adam effect. Join the movement.
This is the Adam effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function.
This is the Adam effect.
It's Blac, baby. This one for the bad bitches. What up, mama? Pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle. Here we go. Tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player shit. I'm tryna make you moan tonight. You own it right, ayy. Then jump on my bike, ayy. Then jump on it right, ayy. This your song tonight, your song tonight. Tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yeah, I'm on my player shit. I'm tryna make you moan tonight. Yeah, you own it right, ayy. Then jump on my bike, ayy. Then jump on it right, ayy. This your song tonight. I smoke omnipotent, man, it got me choking. Pink drink, man, it got me coasting. Medicating, man, it got me focused. I'm invincible, I feel like I'm floating. Kissing on the lips like it's French, and I'm making music like my name is Chopin. Blac is in it now, Blac is in it. I'm drugged out cause I'm really coping. Baby girl, I got a question for you, and I think it's yes cause I'm really hoping. I've been grinding and it's really showing. Baby girl, she start grabbing me, I'm like, baby girl, she like, daddy, please. Tell me what you hoping, come and get me open. Tell me what you hoping, come and get me open. Tell me what you, well, tell me what I gotta do, girl, to take you home tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guess who, man? Guess who? Y'all know what it is, man. I made it. I can't believe it. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are an Adam. You're an Eve. This is the Clout and Consequences Podcast, Ninja. And we got a good show for you guys, man. Y'all know what it is. We in here late night with it. Who's in here? Oh, man. Nobody, but it's all good, man. We're going to keep pushing and persevering for success. My bad, y'all. I came in late because I fixed the car issue. Yes, sir. We fixed the car issue, man. It took a little while. I had to get, it's called a shim. If you need this free game. Well, before I get started on that, today's episode, man, we got a good one for you guys, man. Demi Lovato and Keke Palmer are bonding with each other over their inappropriate relationships with men during their teenage years. Yup. Seen it coming. Clout and Consequences, people. When you're young, you get into that industry early, man. You know what it is. You know how it goes. Or maybe you don't. But if you don't know, we're going to teach you today. Let me pull myself up where we at. 1 second, people. My mic doing what it does. Acting a fool. What? My mic crumping right now. Hold up. I'm trying to get it right. I hate when this happens. All right, where we at? Let me pull myself up. We in the building, people. We in the building. We made it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. First off, let me put on the light. Y'all know I'm dark. Y'all can't see me. Yeah, man. I almost ain't make it, okay? I was like, bro, I'm tired. But I said, you know what? I got to do this. Not even for my fan base. I got to do this for me. I got to do it for me. With that being said, yeah, man, we fixed the car issue. So quick game, right? Give you guys some free education, if you will. Yeah, man. So let's say you got a battery and your battery's not like staying on. It's this thing called a battery shim. And basically what it is, it's like a conductor. Think a piece of metal that goes over the little circle part of the battery. You put it on the battery. When you put it on the battery, basically it increases the diameter of the battery, thus allowing the battery thing that you connect to the battery. I'm sorry, this does not make any sense.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm too tired to explain. But basically what it is, it makes your battery thing just a little bit wider, so that way the piece that you put on, the thing that connects to the engine,
Man, this is bad. The thing that connects to the engine basically can stay on tighter, and that was what was happening with mine. So I had to take it back to AutoZone. We checked it. I thought it was my starter or my alternator, but we goody to roll. Yes, sir. We goody to roll, no pun intended. Past that, man. Quick disclaimers before we get started. Here we go. Everything you guys see here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. We do dark humor on this show, man. Today's show is brought to you in part by the BBWs of Texas, USA. Shout out to the big girls, man. Everybody getting fat in America. Yes, sir. Past that, also the stream lag. Y'all know what it is. I'm balling on the budget. Donate to your boy, man. Cause we doing this for the free because YouTube had us demonetized. So we officially turned off the monetization because everybody ran away once we start getting monetized. So we gonna bring them back in. You know what it is, because I'm trying to get that back in. Donate to your boy. Past that, man. Let's get started with it. Everybody got the same social media, but we all have different algorithms. Here's a bit of mine and my fan base. We streaming on 6 platforms. What up? YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, and X. Yes, sir. And for those of you who are new here, hi, welcome to the Clout Consequences Podcast, Ninja. For those of you who are new here, what we discuss, man, we discuss the music industry from a dark humor standpoint, specifically hip hop. We talk about the entertainment industry in general, trending news, things I feel like you guys should know in your day to day so you can survive this thing we call here life. And yeah, with that being said, if you like that kind of stuff, man, you know what it is. Subscribe to your boy on whatever platform you're watching on. Let me see what that said. Hold up. Iran says fire ignited by U.S. and Israeli aggression will engulf the entire world if it goes unchecked. Yeah. Hey, man, y'all already know they started that war about the Epstein files. You already know. You already know, but we'll discuss that later on in the show. Like I said, hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat if you on YouTube. Let's get started. Where do we start first? All right, man, we ain't got that much for you guys today. First things first. We got congratulations are in order to Finesse 2 times who reunited with Sugar after her release from jail. Yeah. Now, I don't believe there's any what is it called? I don't believe there's any sound in this video. No, it's not, but it shows them hugging. And we need to get an on sound effect. So shout out to them. Shout out to Finesse 2 times. You know why? Because it's cool if they do it, and it's a problem when I do it. F them. All right. I'm working on getting other sounds, but for now, just so you know, it's a high energy show. No pun intended. So we do a lot of clapping. But yeah, my boy's happy. Shout out to my boy, man. Yeah, man, your girl get locked up. You gotta hold it down. Hopefully she ain't do no. Well, first off, I don't want to say that. But hopefully she ain't do, or she wasn't put in a position where she had to do some strange things for some change. But you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yeah, man, moral of the story, stay out the penitentiary. It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. I don't care. Look, if you that hard, right? If you that hard where you want to go to prison and be with the same gender, same sex, whatever you call them, shout out to Datem and Zimzer. Hey, man, more power to you. More power to you. Me, I came to a realization early. I'm not that tough, bro. I'm not that tough, and I'm proud to say it. Shout out to all the squares, certified L7, whatever they want to call it on the internet to make you guys feel bad about yourself. Nothing wrong with being a square. I'm chilling. You feel me? Look at me. You see, I mean, my skin, I'm starting to break out. You know, I've been stressed out, but I'm chilling. Look at your boy. I'm chilling, doing what it does, doing my little thing, minding my business, and it feels good. Reminding everybody else's. Shout out to Finesse 2 times. Let's see what else we have for you today. We have Stephen A. Smith, man. Stephen A. Smith. We have Stephen A. Smith reacting to President Code 47's son, profiting financially from the conflict with Iran. Yup. And this comes after the Pentagon awarded a $620 million smackaroonies contract to a drone company that he is involved with. Let's play the footage for you. And you only hear this on the Clout Consequences Podcast. Here we go.
You take into account, because with this president, you just have to ask, what's the personal benefit? I don't know if y'all saw this or not. And it's just me with my spidey senses tingling, nothing more. But I saw something about Donald Trump Jr. and some drone company. And here it is, right here. via Rebecca Crosby and Noel Sims via Popular Information in October.
And let me just say this before he goes on his rant. You know, I just got to let y'all know, bruh, we cooking in the fire, fam. We cooking in the fire, bro. So if you ain't know, I'm not finna say too much because they'll put me in the dirt, and I ain't trying to go yet. I got a lot to do. I'm going hard like I gotta go soon, okay? That's a bar by your boy truly, by yours truly. But yeah, man, I mean, the people in power are way too strong, bro. They're way too strong. They have too much wealth. They can pay people to make you disappear and all these kinds of things. Yeah, I mean, they got generations and generations of wealth. So even, we talk about Epstein files, bro. I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but I mean, they ain't finna do nothing. I mean, I would give the real truth, but I feel like people can't handle the truth because shout out to the Trump supporters and shout out to the Dem supporters and everybody who believes in the politics that's all fake because, we live in a republic. If you didn't know, now you know. What else? It's not only that we live in a republic, it's just, it's orchestrated. It's orchestrated to make you feel like you're a part of your country, right? And my opinion of it being orchestrated is exemplified. Look at me using a big word. It's exemplified by the fact that if you look at other countries are oppressed in comparison to America, but they still are at the same time doing business with America. So how is that the case, right? How is that possible? That's the first thing. Second thing is, like I said, bro, people are profiting. Like, profit happens during chaos, right? And that's the only thing I'll say there because this game that I have in my head costs some money and ninjas ain't trying to pay your boy. I got to bust my ass twice as hard than the rest of you ninjas because the color of my skin, okay? I said it. But it's all good. I got to play dumb like the dumb ninja. So, yeah, like I said, man, when it comes to the Epstein files, man, ain't nothing finna happen. And we finna discuss that a little bit further after we let Stephen A. Smith do what he do. Shout out to one of the GOATs in my head. Here we go.
Popular Information reported that the Pentagon awarded a contract to Unusual Machines, an obscure drone company that President Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., joined as an advisor in November 2024, despite having no notable experience with drones or military contracting. Now, another small startup funded by 1789 Capital, a venture capital firm where Trump Jr. is a partner, will receive a $620 million loan from the Defense Department, the Financial Times reported. Vulcan Elements, which currently has around 30 employees, produces rare earth magnets, which can be used in drones, radar systems, and other military applications.
So it's a fight of resources, goddamn. Yeah, man, I mean, it's like I said, man, shout out to my white brothers and sisters, for example. These are my I have white friends now. I got white friends. Yep, you caught me. I'm Black Adam with white friends. I'm White Adam now. But yeah, shout out to them. They helped me with my car today. But yeah, I mean, not all white people are bad, but the people in power, I ain't gonna lie to them ninjas savages, okay, bro? Like, y'all ninjas in the hood, y'all ninjas think y'all savages. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. And this is why I'm demonetized now, because we used to expose these kind of things. We used to talk about conspiracy theories. We used to talk about Skeptical Sundays back when the show was popping off before they peeped game. Shout out to the CIA. Word to the CIA and the Fedi Gov and my CIA agent, FBI agent, and whatever intelligence agent that's watching me. I know what it is. It's all good. And the reason why it's like this is because, these were plans that were designed ahead of time. So these plans were put into action. And my easiest example will be COVID, right? And you all heard the story. We heard it on the net. We heard it on the internet streets. We heard it on the streets, right? The real streets. So word on the street was, hold up, we got to hit that pause. Word on the street was with COVID, 6 months prior to, they came out with a plan for a test run, a simulation, if you will, of whether or not, what would happen if the world was put into lockdown. And then 6 months later, the world was put into lockdown. Like, for example, all you ninjas that took the jab, hate to do it to you, because I know y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this, but yeah, I mean, you guys were crash dummies. I ain't take the jab. I ain't take the jab. And I remember, shout out to Papa Blac, man. I got to call my dad back. He called me the other day. Word to Papa Blac, man. Shout out to Papa Blac. Yeah, I remember telling my dad, and he's like, yeah, you're crazy, Adam, with this weird shit sometimes. And I'm just like, man, Dad, look, I ain't really, I ain't effing with it. I wasn't effing with it. So I was like, bro, I ain't going to take it. Like, I'm going to just see in case anybody start mutating first. Then I'm gonna do my thing next. And I still ain't take it. I might have probably got COVID. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? I never had a time where I didn't taste anything. And knock on wood. Knock on wood. Look at Melody. Look at Melody tweaking. Look at my little baby. She ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. But yeah, so yeah, I ain't take it. And I mean, like I said, that's just one example. There are different examples. Like I believe the syphilis experiment. I don't want to get into too much details because, like I said, I don't know what words are hot words and what words are not hot words. But I'm sure y'all heard about the syphilis experiment. Y'all heard about the HIV experiment. It's a lot of things that go down, and people are test subjects. And I mean, even now we're all programmed whether or not we realize it. So even me, my beliefs have been programmed over time by just trying to step back and look and see the world for what it is. Like even with my music, I always use music as my grounding force because, you know, it's something I enjoy. We coming out with new music too. Y'all should go check that out soon. Yeah, it's tough. Like, you know, and I'm relating this to the main event, which is Demi Lovato and Keke Palmer. You know, when it comes to Hollywood and the industry is getting exposed. But the reason why the industry couldn't be exposed before is because people weren't privy to knowledge, right? We didn't have access to information. Now we have a free flow of information with the internet. But with that being said too, we can see everything now, right? So if somebody says something, you would have heard it in the tabloids on paper. Now you can see it in real time with these podcasts and shit like that. So you feel me? It's just a whole thing, bro. But yeah, even with the music, bro, music industry is controlled by a select group of people. You already know. If you know, I ain't finna say it because they already got me in the dead zone. I'm trying to come up out the gulag, okay? Word of Call of Duty. But once I came to that understanding, I understood it's like there's different games in life you can play. What game do I want to play? And I had to really sit back and be like,
But what the hell, boy?
because like even with hip hop, right? Take hip hop as an example. And this is alleged. We don't know the severity of the truth of this or how big it goes, like what scale it goes to. But they allegedly say the same people that own the record labels own the prisons. What are the odds that to make it in the rap industry, you have to talk about executing people, being the most dangerous dude, you know, playing ghetto games and all this kind of shit? Once I came to that conclusion, you know, I just started laughing to myself. I slowly started laughing to myself every day. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. I'm like, yo, it's really that deep. And it makes sense because at the end of the day, when it comes to chaos and all that bullshit, I mean, whether or not you believe in the devil, evil, right? Evil profits off of chaos. So that's just the whole thing. But I'm going to let Stephen A finish, man, because I could talk on and on about this stuff. Here we go.
The contract was awarded just 3 months after the 1789 invested in Vulcan. So you're talking about a $620 million loan from the Defense Department.
Yep.
Okay? Combined with the Pentagon awarding a contract to Unusual Machines. You can't make this up.
Yep.
You can't make this up.
You feel
the
me?
prophet. You got a son-in-law that's involved in every meeting in the Middle East. We got a tariff war where supposedly trillions of dollars are going to be generated for the United States of America. Is it far-fetched to assume that the president and his family will somehow benefit?
No.
I mean, we will.
I can't believe somebody just asked that. That was clownish. Come on, bro. But y'all always got to remember, the president's going to benefit, but it's not only him. There's other people who benefit too, right? And these are the people that control the world. Now, you know, people feel like aliens control the world and shit like that. No, it's people that control the world. It's people that have a different kind of thinking. Like, the easiest example is there are certain people in the world who are trained to work a 9 to 5, right? And I'm in a 9 to 5 right now. You know, I got my job back because this shit started slowing up. I couldn't keep living off of nothing. I got to make some money for myself. But there are people who are trained to be 9 to 5 people, and there are people who are trained to be business people, right? And the people who are trained to be business people are taught from a young age to have a different mindset. And the main thing I'm trying to tell y'all is, man, even me, I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it to myself, because really I'm talking to myself, you dig? You got to change your mindset. My mindset was right, then it got sidetracked, then it got back right. It's all a business play, man. You feel me? America is a business, and that's why they say that. It's just about leverage. You got to find a way to get leverage. And once you get a little bit, you can get more, and you can get more. Best way to explain it, selling, it rhymes with rugs. Selling rugs in the hood, right? So dope game, you know, the dope game, you know, it's like what you put in is what you get out. But after you get what you get out, You can keep doubling it. The easiest way, you know, they say 3 to 5 years for a business. You double it over 3 years and don't touch the bread, or you pay yourself out maybe 10% of the bread. Like I say, you get 2,500, you make it 5 racks, 10% of that is $500. All right, you keep doing that. After a while, you got you a little business now. You can go wash the money. But it's basically, you got to find a way to get leverage, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's continue. Because I'm saying too much. They like, oh shit, this ninja got a little bit of brains on him.
Born at night, not last night. I'm just saying. When you take into account, because with this president, you just have to ask, what's the personal benefit?
And also, and the sad thing about it too is, if y'all look at presidents, the majority of presidents, not all of them, but the majority of presidents, when they went into the presidency and then they left the presidency, they exponentially increased their income. And it's hard to believe considering the fact that they only make about $400,000 a year, essentially. I'm pretty sure it's 400 to a million. So how do they exponentially increase their income? And I mean, they have access. They have access, people offering them stuff. And this is where I tell you guys, the game is messed up and the game's always rigged in a sense. And I'm not saying it to make y'all want to quit whatever y'all do. You know, you could find a way. You're willing to work for it, you could find a way. But the game is rigged in a sense to where if you're trying to be president and I come to you as Facebook, and I'm using Facebook as an example, I'm not saying they did this because they will sue the pants off my ass, okay? They will sue the pants off my ass. But if I'm Facebook and I say, hey, I want you to promote this, and you say no, I don't have to tell you, but I can turn around and push a button that literally makes you unavailable to the people or unavailable to a large group of people, right? And you can't prove it unless you can prove it. But you can't really prove it because you don't have access to that network or the behind the scenes of that network. So once you understand that, that's why the game is rigged, because the people who are in power aren't actually in power. It's the people who control the things, right? The things that guide the world now, right? The governing force of the world. Those are the things that are in power. And the people who own those things are essentially in power because they have more money than the people in power. How that work? Tell me how that work. It don't work. But besides the point, man, we're going to continue. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Let's see what the comments say. And this is where people lose me. Look at this bullshit. Hold up. This person said, you were all told this would happen, and Stephen A., you are complicit. It's like, what y'all got to realize is once you get to a certain level, are you going to rat these people out? Because y'all the same people talking about no snitching and this and that, and I'm finna handle it on my own. And at the same time, in the same breath, y'all the same people talking about, I got to take care of mine. So if you got to take care of yours, like if I'm making 100 million, I'm making 100 M's, why would I sit there and worry about what the next man doing? Tell me. Do y'all know if I was making 100 M's, you wouldn't see me on here? Or maybe you would just for the fuck of it, because I like to talk shit, hear myself talk, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, other than that, y'all wouldn't see me pop shit like that. Like if I had 100 M's to do a regular job or be a spokesperson, whatever, I would do that and mind my business. I don't care what they doing over there. I'm making 100 M's. What are you people talking about? Let's see what else. The fact you just realizing this after a year's crazy work for a veteran journalist like you, shake my head. And like I said, this is why I say just do you, because people will never be happy. These black Trump supporters don't care. Facts. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because that's the idea of capitalism, right? Capitalism is the galvanizing force of America. Current president of the United States has made over $1 billion while he's been in office, and you're just figuring it out. The greatest heist in American history is being done right in front of us. Facts. It was the same thing with Biden and every other president next. People talking about Trump brings no money, to his people, not the people. Now he's speaking like a real black man. But you mad at Braun putting Brawny on, and that's what I'm saying, where it's like nepotism is everywhere. Nepotism is everywhere. Don't hate on it, because look, like I said, if I get something popping off, my kid's gonna have it. You did. My kid's gonna have it too. And I ain't giving it up because ain't nobody gave it up to me. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith, man. Let's continue. Law and Order with Black Adam, people. Law and Order with Black Adam. Hit the like button. We got Bill Clinton coming back up. Bill Clinton, man. We had Bill Clinton saying he's unsure whether or not Jeffrey Epstein offed himself. OMG. OMG. All right, man. So as previously reported during a closed-door deposition with the United States House Oversight Committee on Friday, which was the 27th of February, the former president was pressed about his past association with convicted sex offender, fornication offender, Jeffrey Epstein. And when it came to the questions folks have been debating over years, whether Epstein really took his own, Clinton didn't give exactly a clean-cut answer. Let me see. Here we go. We're going to play the footage. Let me switch perspectives for you. All right, here we go. Let us know what you think in the comment section. And like I said, This just practice at this point, but here we go.
New information that has come out regarding the autopsy of Mr. Epstein. I would just like to ask you personally and directly, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
Are you asking him to speculate on how Mr. Epstein died?
I'm asking what the president thinks of.
So you're asking his opinion?
Mr. President, was your friend Jeffrey Epstein suicidal?
Are you classifying him as a friend who he has testified that he was friendly?
He has called him a friend in a letter.
Now this an attorney, boy. This a lawyer. Attorney, lawyer, whichever one, she doing a damn thing, because that's how you take an idea and extrapolate off of it, okay? You got to break down an idea, and that's what they paying her for, because there's a difference between an opinion and a fact. Here we go.
Said he was friendly, but not. You've asked for his testimony.
Mr. President, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein was suicidal?
Do you know?
Was he ever
She's asking for the
suicidal?
best of your
I
understanding.
don't know. I only know what the medical finding was.
Oh.
I think maybe
That's it.
he finally got caught, and I don't know.
Oh, no.
I've accepted it in my own mind. I don't know what happened,
Mr. President, what did you accept? That he killed himself or that he did not?
but he did. But I don't know.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Neither
Mr.
do you.
President.
We don't. None of us know. We weren't there.
Mr. President, it's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
New information.
Former President Bill Clinton, people. And yeah, I mean, I guess this already happened, the deposition. We showed you guys yesterday. I'll show you guys again. Hold on one second. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me and hit the like button and answer the poll in the chat. Let me see where we at. We showed you guys a Hillary. I mean, my bad. It just sound cool. Hillary Clinton. Hillary. Kill Bill. Oh, wait, no. I didn't mean that. My bad, YouTube. My bad. I'm talking about the movie. I'm talking about the movie. We showed you yesterday Hillary Clinton getting upset and storming out of the Epstein deposition after finding out a photo of her had been released. Here we go.
At all.
And
what
then
she
how do
was
you know
doing.
Howard Lutnick?
I know Howard Lutnick because when I was senator on 9/11, the firm he headed, Cantor Fitzgerald, suffered the greatest loss of life. As I recall, something like 650 of his employees were murdered by terrorists that day.
Jesus.
Howard Lutnick missed being a victim because he was delayed dropping his child off to kindergarten. You asked the question. I'm going to answer your question.
Now you're gonna
This
yell at
was
me?
what I spent
You're
my
going to yell at
time
me.
doing.
I'm a survivor trying to look out for other survivors, trying to
and
keep them
I
out
was
of it.
taking care
You
of
waited
the
6
people
months
who
to
lost
get here today.
3,000
6 months,
lives
and now you're being
at World
defiant
Trade
and
Center.
What the hell?
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, emotions gonna fly, but I mean, shit. Like I said, I left the paper trail, bro. That's on you.
Ignorant today.
You asked me about
I have met
Howard
with Epstein
Lutnick.
survivors. I'm a survivor myself. You have emails. You've denied that Jeffrey Epstein, that you tried to get Jeffrey Epstein to give money to you.
I did
but
not.
Howard Lutnick was
If
used
you
to
have an
get
email
money.
with me asking Jeffrey
I
Epstein
have
for
an
money,
email from Howard Lutnick sending it to Jeffrey Epstein and his people to
I
raise
don't-
money
I
for
don't
you
know
for
about-
an event, an intimate event for you at his offices
Well,
at Cantor Fitzgerald. You're
look,
going to sit
if
here
you-
today
if you would
and,
let me
and,
finish.
obfuscate and say to this committee, you didn't try to get money from Jeffrey
I didn't.
Epstein when
I
there was
didn't.
an intimate event in an email that Howard Lutnick emailed to Epstein's people and Epstein to get him to come to your intimate event at Cantor Fitzgerald, a very small event. And so I'm not going to public. You want to yell at me, that's fine, but I'll yell right back.
well,
Welp. Yep. Anywho. Yeah, we got Bill right here. Your boy Bill. Bill Clinton denying knowing a woman pictured beside him shirtless at the pool, shutting down the fornication allegations. I don't even want to play this, man. That ain't the good one. We had one recently come out. I can't even find it right now. Because they show clips, because they got to show clips, because at this point, people ain't going no more. We got Bill right here. Look at your boy. We got Bill. No, this ain't it. Shout out to Meek, though. Shout out to Meek Millie. I can't even find it. Let me see if I can find it. We're going to go to Hollywood Unlocked. Is it on Hollywood Unlocked? Let me see. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. 1 second. Where we at? Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. We had Bill Clinton, your boy in real time, seen flipping through old photos that was released in the Epstein files. And this was his reaction. Here we go. While his attorney snatched them out of his hands. So she's an attorney. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. We trying to see. Oh man. If I ain't do it, I want no parts. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I ain't do it, I want no parts, bro. I want no parts. Why would I be a part of? I mean, I don't know. Oh man. Oh no. Yep.
Mr. President, we have about 5 minutes remaining in the majority's first hour, so I just want to ask.
And he's sitting there smiling to himself like, yeah, we had a time that night. God damn.
You were asked about versus.
Oh, my bad. We wait on T.I. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to T.I.P., man. Shout out to T.I.P. But yeah, man, your boy Bill in real time, bro. Ninja tripping. Hey, man, shout out to the people in power. Shout out to all them people in power. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because, they got people watching, bro. They watching. And they will not hesitate. They will not hesitate to make you disappear. But besides the point, man, more Law and Order with Blac Adam. We have the United States officially cutting off Spain after they banned America from using their bases to attack Iran. In quotations, President Code 47 said, we can use their bases if we want. Nobody's going to tell us everything. Big balls, I let my nuts hang. They upset because I'm switching lanes in a Mustang. Here we go.
Spain has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. Yep. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%.
Oh man. All right, man, let's see what the comments say. Comments say, this ninja be talking so reckless, he gonna get us jumped. Trump running America like he Suge Knight. Goddamn. Goddamn. We're not gonna be able to travel anywhere. Bloodhound Lil Trump. Man, I'm trying to go to Spain next month. You need to chill for real. Bodies, him, her. Shout out to that show, I think, or movie, I don't know. Who he feeling like. I'm convinced this Trump guy is slowly going deceased and trying to take out as many people as he can with him. I swear Trump gonna stand on business no matter what. Think I'm a cool on traveling overseas for a while. Facts. He just sitting there gossiping like he on his house phone. Bro playing bully ball. Respect to Spain. Bravo. Yeah, I mean, we cooked. We cooking in the fire whether or not you realize it. But the best thing you can do, save yourself while you can. Save yourself. All right, man, a couple more things before we get to the main event. We have more Law and Order with Blac Adam. This is recent, by the way. This was 7 hours ago. Let me see. Shiznit. Hold up. What the fuck? Excuse my French. What am I doing? Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. I accidentally did something. I did it funny. All right, so we have the U.S. consulate in Dubai is on fire after reported Iran drone strike. So the U.S. consulate in Dubai is on fire. According to CNN, the U.S. consulate in Dubai was struck late Tuesday night by a suspected Iranian drone, causing the building to catch fire. Based on reporting from a source in the region, videos geolocated by CNN show smoke rising from the area around the consulate grounds, which were impacted in the attack. The U.S. has responded by closing several embassies in the region, including Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Lebanon, while urging Americans to leave more than a dozen countries amid heightened security concerns. Yeah, we cook, bro. We cooking. Oh, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Shit. Yep.
In Dubai.
Now, hold up. I thought you wasn't allowed to cuss in Dubai. I thought that was a crime, so he just committed a crime. I'm snitching. Here we go.
Currently hit by a suspected Iranian drone. You can see a plume of smoke in the background and people in the foreground taking video and expressing alarm over it. David, to something you said about how these Gulf nations will have to endure, there is the question of how much endurance they have, their capacity for doing that. Do they have the ear of the president in the sense that if they go to the United States and they say, we can't do this, anymore, would he listen? Would it change the U.S.'s approach?
Well, look, the U.S. is their major patron. 8 months ago, what were we discussing with UAE? With the UAE,
the United Arab Emirates. Yeah, so I mean, hey man, it is what it is. If you're traveling, stay safe. Don't travel to them areas where they bombing for sure, right? Don't do that. And yeah, we're gonna keep you updated on that. Is that it for Law and Order with Blac Adam? Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Is that it on Law and Order? Yeah, that's it for Law and Order, man. Shout out to everybody who got through that segment. All right, next thing, man. Next thing, AI. AI is taking over. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Y'all know what them brothers doing over there. We got companies increasing their investments in automation as part of a long-term efficiency and cost strategies. What are your thoughts? And I mean, I've been told y'all this was coming, man. I wasn't the first to say it, but I was one of the first to say it. Like, shout out to them people I work with today, my coworkers. I was letting them hear the resistance sound that I played at the beginning of the show. And I was telling them how, hey, this is the resistance for when the Terminators take over. And they're like, you sound like the bad guy. I'm like, I'm not the bad guy. I'm the guy that has to be bad so that way they can see the good. And that makes no sense. But what I mean is, if you are hearing this, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. Like I said, you got to put two and two together, man. I think deep with it. One time for me. I think deep with it. But yeah, just remember I started it. I ain't going to be the one to finish it. It's going to continue on when AI takes over. It's just crazy that we're actually going to live to see it happen. That's shocking to me. But by 2035, Amazon plans to replace factory workers and drivers with automation, allegedly. Here we go.
Before 2030, you're going to see Amazon, which is massively invested in AI, replace all factory workers and all drivers. It would be 100% robotic, which means all of those workers are going to go away, and UPS and FedEx shortly will follow thereafter. So kind of like in 1998 and 99 when the internet phase came in and the dot-com era was ushered in and it changed the way the workforce was done. A part of the reason why you're seeing some of this correction and so much fear. Once we did this at the NVIDIA tour, by 2030, Amazon is going to replace all factory workers, which is incredibly scary for the economy and those who work in those fields. And it's nefarious. I will be honest, but
it's expected. Okay? And the reason why it's expected is the same way AI and music is expected, because at the end of the day, people are going to try and justify the bullshit, right? And what it comes down to is this, man. Y'all got to pray up, stay up, and get prayed up, and make a way, man. You got to make a way for yourself. Even me, I'm trying to make a way. That's why I start streaming this stuff. Hopefully, y'all support your boy. And if y'all don't, we still going to keep pushing. Even my music, I hope y'all listen to my music. If you don't, we still gonna keep doing it, because it's not for me, man. It's for my future generations. Like, hey, man, this is part of your legacy. You feel me? But yeah, today, right? Quick side story. Today I was in a Waymo. I told you guys about the Waymo, the self-driving cars. I was in two of them today, and yeah, man, that Waymo do the thing. Sometimes it tweak out. Like, it took me to a wrong area at first. And shout out to Uber. If y'all charge me for that, I'm finna get my money back, because I ain't asked y'all to take me up the street. I asked y'all to take me to AutoZone. Okay, so let's just start there. We're gonna start there. But yeah, like I said, so it was driving pretty well. I ain't getting into no accident. It's very comfortable. It's quiet. You in there by yourself. I mean, they got cameras in there too, which is a bit uncomfortable. But I mean, at this point, if you're not aware that we live in a surveillance state, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They justify it by saying we got to protect people because people can't protect themselves. Word. So yeah, the Waymo was cool. I posted on my Snapchat. If y'all want to see it, go to my Snapchat. It's Blac Adam, ITSBLAC, no K. ATOM. And yeah, I mean, I posted on my Snapchat. It was weird, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm in this thing by myself. I sent some people I know it. They was like, yo, that's kind of creepy. It's uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be the future, because it's easier. Like I said, when we talked about the AI apocalypse, when we used to do Skeptical Sundays, why would I hire you when I can hire a robot to do your job and X you out, bro? Because the robot won't take a time off. The robot's going to do what it do until it malfunctions, and I'll just hire somebody that can fix the robot until they can convince people that the robots can fix themselves. And at that point, we are cooked. We're cooked. Think about the fornication industry, right? Think for a second. The fornication industry. Imagine when they can create robots that have somewhat of a form of human-type skin. Everybody can make their own customizable robot based off of the amount of bread you have. Everybody's going to make a 6'5", 6'6" robot that looks better than everybody else, and they're going to be fornicating with that robot. Yes, I said it. Fornicating.
You need to leave.
We see examples of it now. The Rose, I mean, the Doe deal, right? The Doe deal is not necessarily a robot, right? The Doe deal is not necessarily a robot, but they have electro Doe deals, if you ain't know. So that's a robot too. Yeah. Sad situation. Yeah. Gentlemen, think about a time in which a woman can pick the size of her robot's Peter Whacker. We are cooked. Imagine when they create the artificial womb, which they already have. We discussed it on the show. And now they add the robot can somehow, some way help you fertilize into that artificial womb. Yeah, everybody cooked, bro. Relationships gonna be dead. The world gonna be looking weird. It's a cold world, man. It's a cold world. No pun intended. Word to J. Cole. Cold world. It's a cold world, not a cold world. But yeah, so I mean, we seen this shit coming. Like I say, y'all just be prepared, man. Start finding out ways to make different types of income. Just understand like the implication of these robots, $1 trillion industry, people. So make that bread and try and escape the longest you can until you can find a way to invest in the robots. Facts. All right, let's see what else. Is that it for Law and Order? Or I guess Coley Blues News? Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, before we get to the main event, a couple more things. Let's get into the industry. Let's get back into the industry. We got Jess Hilarious. Shout out to the brown skin queen, man. I wonder if Jess would like me if she ever see me. You know I'm dark. You know, some people don't like darkies. Some people don't like darkies. I like the darkies though, so it's all good. I like all shades and colors, and I like women. You know, them women look good, boy. And Jess Hilarious, she be looking good on some days. Some days, you know, like right here, she looking like a stud to me. And I ain't with that. But shout out to Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious opens up about the Breakfast Club's new deal with Netflix, saying that their YouTube fans feel neglected. And shout out to Netflix. Give me a deal, man. Push your boy. Make me an industry plan. Here we go.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man.
Oh, and also, this is an example of Clout and Consequences, people. What I got to realize is once you get to that next level, you're going to lose your old fan base because you went essentially Hollywood. And when you go Hollywood, people look at you different. And it happens with everybody. You feel me? It happened with Kai. Shout out to Kai Sinat. You feel me? With Kai, now Kai don't want to do streaming no more. Now everybody's sitting there looking like,
but what the hell, boy?
You feel me? It happened with everybody. Drewski on the big screen. We see him in commercials and shit. And I mean, these people built up their popularity, which is cool. But once they go Hollywood, everybody like, yeah, you done changed. It happened with everybody. Like I said, music's a perfect example. Shout out to Papa Blac. Papa Blac used to tell me this coming up as a youngin', right? So Papa Blac used to always tell me, he's like, you know, an artist will never make a better type of music than when they first got in. Because when they first got in, they were so hungry. So, I mean, yeah, the music evolves, but it's never as raw as when they first came into the game. Because when they first came into the game, they wanted it, and they wanted it so bad, they was just making that fire. So once they keep making that fire, you know, after a while, now they go Hollywood. Yeah, it's still fire, but you hear the Hollywood behind it. You hear the push of the industry behind it. Shout out to Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi's an example. Lil Uzi was spitting that raw. He's still good. He got his core fan base. But like I said, you could hear how he went Hollywood. You could see it. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it because we supposed to see that growth and feel proud about that person that made it. You feel me? That's how I feel. Especially when they came from nothing. You know, we was talking about Lil Pump yesterday. I was on Lil Pump's head, and I was just trolling. You know, shout out to Lil Pump. It's just sometimes he be doing weird shit, and I don't like the fact that he don't like Cole. It's like you don't really got to beef with Cole. But Lil Pump, when I came up, Lil Pump was that shit. Like I was singing Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. I was singing 30 on my wrist, 80 on my wrist. Lil Pump, yeah, all that. X, Ski, rest in peace, X. All them people came up. And then you see the difference, the change. And I mean, change is good, right? Or is it bad? Shout out to Jess. Here we go.
Our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, or that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we got to find other content to do that can go on our other platforms, but it's okay because Just Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Justice Thoughts. I started doing a segment where I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so I guess she promoted her new thing, Justice Thoughts. Shout out to Justice Thoughts, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, you know, it's tough because, you know, in the same breath and in the same sentence, y'all signed that contract, ain't it? You signed you signed a contract, you signed the papers, you signed them papers, so you wanted it. So you wanted that bag more than you wanted the fan base. It's better to stay core fan base. Like I said, y'all get 50,000 people rocking with you. And I ain't say this, shout out to Joe Budden. He said this, 50,000 people rocking with you. And that's on a low scale because it's 10 billion people on this earth and counting. But you get 50,000 people rocking with you and you doing business with them and you selling to them. And like I said, they buy $100 worth of stuff from you, even $1,000 worth of stuff from you. $100 is 5 million. $1,000 is 50 million. I mean, you know, it's different levels to the bread. So, you know, who knows what that bag was, but I'm pretty sure it was good. Here we go.
Since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, well, that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected.
And rightfully so. Let's see what the comments say. Slow death, LOL, I got Netflix, but I ain't watching it there. Shout out to Coach. Coach said, people don't understand how social media works. Going to big brand name platforms may bring a bag, but there's always consequences. I turn to Netflix for movies and TV series, not podcasts. It was a good business move for the Breakfast Club, but bad for the consumers because not everyone is willing to subscribe to Netflix. And with no comment section, definitely not watching on Netflix. No one is watching Netflix for podcasts. No one's watching Netflix for podcasts yet. Morning radio doesn't belong on Netflix because it's better on YouTube. Same thing with the balloon. They did a good job of really messing up my day, shaking my head. I watched the show every single day faithfully for years, and now that it's on Netflix, it's so different. Not having the comment section or that community feeling really sucks. I mean, yeah, y'all gonna lose people because some people, that little $4-5. Look, I tell people donate all the time, bro. Shout out to them people that's been rocking with me since day one, since day two, and since today. Most people don't donate. They like to watch, but when the shows be popping and we have a lot of people in here, I get hyped because I'm like, bro, I'm happy to see all these people in here. Like when my show's doing like a couple thousand streams and shit used to make me happy because I'm like, bro, I'm seeing people communicate. And yeah, we doing drama and shit and we being nasty and spitey and, you know, all the low vibrational terms that are out there. But I mean, it was cool. It was cool. You know, it was a little fun little thing. And hopefully we get back popping like that again. So I literally turned off the monetization, right? I turned off the monetization just so the views could go back up. I was getting paid off the monetization. I started getting my little checks from YouTube. The views start going down because there's too many ads. I said, you know what? I'm going to do what it do. I'll take the loss on the bread, the little bread I was making. I'll take the loss on the bread just so everybody could be here for the show and we ain't got to have YouTube Premium and keep skipping the ads. You feel me? So we're going to see what happens. We're going to be watching. Or maybe we won't, but we're going to see what happens. Anyways, next thing, man. Shout out to Will Smith. Shout out to Chris Rock. We got some big news here. Hold up. Let me see. We have Will Smith and Chris Rock reportedly set for a one-on-one interview with ABC News. Yup. It's about to go down, Ninja. Will Smith and Chris Rock are reportedly preparing to sit down face-to-face for an exclusive one-on-one interview with ABC News, marking that what could be their first public conversation since the Oscars incident. And the question is, chat, what do you think? Me personally, I just feel like, Will Smith, you better not cry, bro, because you did all that, bro, and you went out bad. You went out bad, fam. You went out bad. You went out bad. You almost tarnished your legacy. If we ain't like you, and a lot of people don't rock with you no more. And I understand you defending your wife. You know, a lot of people feel like they got to defend their wife. And that's why I say leave a ninja and his wife alone. But it's like, bruh, come on now. Y'all can't get mad and want to put hands on a comedian for doing his job. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. I have the same opinions with Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, like, you know, Corey Holcomb cracked jokes on people. And shout out to 5150. You feel me? Shout out to 5150. But even when y'all see me here, I'm a rapper first, but I'm a streamer / comedian on here first. I know my jokes sometimes go over your head because I'm not like an actually trained comedian. Like, I don't know how to set up a punchline and do jokes. I just be saying shit off the top. Like, this literally off the top of the dome. Y'all see me all these hours I'm putting in. I guess I'm building that skill. Hopefully. I don't even know. I just be talking, bro. It's a talk show, whatever it is, dark humor. I don't even know. I call it dark humor so that way nobody beat me up. It's like, hey, it's just a joke. Don't take it serious. But yeah, you feel me? When I become the butt of the joke and everybody on my head, I'm just gonna have to eat it, bro. Like, for example, I remember one time we had a stream popping. Ninjas was talking about, I got a bell pepper nose. They said I got a bell pepper nose. It was like big nose takes all the air. And I was like, bro, okay, I'm finna block that ass. And they was like, no, we just playing. And yeah, it was funny. It hurt my feelings a little bit. But it was cool. I was like, yeah, I do got a big ass nose and I got big ass hands and I got a bunch of big ass other stuff too, okay? Jesus. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. You gotta sometimes be able to laugh at stuff. And I get it, that's his wife. But like I said, gentlemen, we gotta get it together, man. Men have become the new women. They just get their panties in a wad. They get their panties in a wad. All right, let's see what the comments say. I bet $1,000, no, 10,000 smackaroonies that Will Smith cries. Chris about to end the interview with a right hand. Why can't they do that alone between them? We good over here? Because if they do it alone, they gonna have to shoot the fade, bro. You gotta shoot the fade. You slap me and we got a chance to meet again. We gonna run the one, bro. Let me not even say that because there's people I got beef with back at the crib. But that's another conversation for later. This shit is 5 years too late. They need to be talking about all those allegations. I still feel like that slap was scripted. They trying to throw every distraction they can at us. Distraction. So this is why Chris is at Gold's Gym, Venice Beach, getting his weight up. Ain't watched the Fresh Prince since he slapped Pookie. Don't do it, Chris Rock. Chris just want to smack him and dip. Yeah, I mean, we gonna keep some eyes on it. We're gonna see what happens. But we know it's gonna break the internet. I'm telling you right now, it's going to break the internet. All right, last one before we at the main event. Is this the last one? No, last two before we're at the main event. We have...
Do you believe that Jeff...
My bad. We have this woman right here. Somebody sent this in. A woman left shocked after attending a church's singles seminar and discovering over 1,000 single women in the building. What the hell? Yep. Oh my God. Well... That's what they wanted, ain't it? Here we go. Is love dying? Here we go.
Just sitting here thinking about how I went to singles night at church.
Yeah.
And it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance. Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because
yes.
I've never been in a room with that many single people. I even thought that it.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm gonna answer it for you. It's called groupthink and mental masturbation, okay? I'm going to say it. Sorry, YouTube. I apologize to all the streaming platforms. Don't demonetize the boy. Groupthink and mental masturbation to stupidity and the idea of I'm better than this and I'm not finna settle and all this stuff. Now, I get it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm a manifest. I get it, right? I get the whole intention behind it. But once you put yourself on a pedestal when no one can reach, you're going to just be sitting there stuck on stupid like this.
But what the hell, boy?
Because it's too many deal breakers that people have. People got to understand in time or over time, you got to learn to make it work with people. You got to learn to communicate effectively. People don't want to communicate one wrong thing. Okay, well, I'm done with you. Like I said, now some people take it too far, but a lot of people don't want to communicate with each other. We all communicate to the same sex about how we feel. But I've also said this too, man. I'm of the opinion that what did I used to say? I'm of the opinion that the stereotypes that we put upon each other have some truth to them, and we're all taking the proverbial or metaphorical mirror and showing each other the mirror and saying, look at you, look at you, look at you. Yo, I'm on fire today. I'm on fire today. It's crazy because nobody in here, bro. I'm on fire today. I'm going hard with it. But yeah, so like I said, we're taking the mirror. We're taking that mirror. Imagine you had a mirror that you could look at yourself in, the little, the mirror they got at Walmart, and you take that mirror, that little rectangle mirror, and you say, hey, what's up? How are you? So look, this is you, and you put it in front of somebody and you hide behind it while showing that person themselves. And yeah, I mean, it's good in premise, but in totality, it's not good because at the end of the day, some people are aware of their insecurities, other people are not, but you're not trying to actually get with a person. You're trying to show the person how you're not good enough for said person. Here we go.
It's even I thought.
Oh, and shout out to you I don't want to say racist, but shout out to the racist people that got their issues with black women. You know, I love me some chocolate women. I like all races. So, I even tell my homie this, like, shout out to the Latino women. Latino women about to get this work right now. Y'all about to get this work right now. Like, I'll be having this conversation with my homie. I'm like, yeah, shout out to my boy E Money. He just dropped his kid. He actually just told me he got a house today. So congratulations. But yeah, so me and E Money be talking, and I like Latina women. I've dated a couple Latina women. They were mixed. Some were full Latina, some were mixed. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, it's crazy how, and like with the black community and like with a lot of other communities of people, like for example, with the Latina community, when a Latina woman acts crazy and acts like all this kind of stuff, we look at it, or spicy. They call it spicy, right? Like word on the internet is spicy, but when a black woman does it, it's considered like what, berating. What's the negative terminologies that they use? Oh, she's too strong and all this kind of shit. Whereas when another woman of another community does it, it's considered spicy. And I just noticed, so I'll be like,
but what the hell, boy?
and I'll just be looking like, okay, well, you know, I can't really get behind it. You feel me? And I'm still like, I'll date interracially and all that. I'm cool with all that. But I feel like every group of people got their own little shit that they do. And I mean, the general consensus is, you know, women are the way they are. Either learn them or don't. So learn how you can deal with them. I mean, if you can't, you can't. But I mean, they're all a can of worms. Like every woman has her own things and her own way that she is. We all like to think that we're the same, but we're very different in my opinion and very intricate. So, you know, certain things I like, certain things I dislike. Naturally, we all have the same primary motivations, whether that be fornication, whether that be money, whether that be growth. We all have those same inclinations. But when you get down into the roots of everything, once everybody opens up, everybody's different. And I feel like society has pushed us to a point where we don't open up anymore. We're more so, we're closed off. So we're one-footed and one foot out, right? Fickle is the word. Here we go.
I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes and sizes, literally African-American women. Like a room full of singles.
Oh, I should have been there.
And I'm like,
damn, I should have been
this
there.
This has to be an experiment. Like this,
I should have been
just
there.
sitting here thinking
But I don't
about
like,
how
but
I
look,
went to
ladies, in the same breath, I can say all this and make it sound nice. I don't, you know, shout out to them religious women, man. Some of y'all be using God to manipulate. I said it, bro. Yeah. So I'm very skeptical of religious women, very religious, ultimately religious women, because word on the internet streets, I didn't say this, but they say a hoe's final form is a religious woman. Oh. Game is game, ninja. Game is game. So, I mean, you know, like I said, people look, but I see. So I see things a little bit different. We got a little more for you. Here we go.
Experiment. Like this has to be like assimilation. Or
no,
what I want to use.
Not at all. So. No.
Like, I'm confused and I'm like low key, like nervous.
Like
for us.
What?
This shit for myself. Fuck y'all.
What?
Because
baby, look, baby girl, this is what you gotta do, right? I'm gonna give you some game. Save yourself. You can't save the world. And I used to think I could save the world. I used to tell people that all the time. I want to save the world, do this and that and the third. Bro, save yourself, bro. You can't save the world because people are not monolithic in their thinking. It may look like it, but you all think different. Every 1,000 of you in that room think different. Y'all act like y'all think the same because it's politically correct or appropriate, but you guys don't think the same. You just act like you do. And that's the problem with today's society. We act like we think the same, but we don't think the same. And then, like I said, once the bullshit come out, everybody get their panties in the water. And I'm just sitting there like, why would you think that we thought the same? We didn't even grow up the same way. Here we go.
Where are the men?
Oh,
where
man.
are the men?
They gave up.
Don't know.
They gave up.
We know where they at. Bye.
So look. You see? And that right there, that backhanded, you feel me? That backhanded slap to the face. You said, where are the men? And in the same breath, you said, never mind, we know where they at. So, I mean, what you want them to do? What you want us to do? Tell me what you want us to do. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. Now, remember, like I said, remember, there are levels to the socioeconomic scale. So take care of what you say, right? There's only so much we can do. But if you're not gonna work with us, you can't have an expectation. Because at the end of the day, to make shit work, you gotta work. Okay, that's free game. Let's see what the comments say. Comments say, no, y'all say y'all don't need us. The answer is very obvious, but you can't give advice to independent bosses. With the salute. It's not dying, it's dead. Social media killed it. Sis, these women don't like us, they like each other. Oh man, here we go with the manipulation. We not they type. Instead of gravitating to us, they run for some odd reason. That right there is the reason why. Kevin Samuels is trying to tell y'all, hey man, shout out to KS, man. Shout out to KS. Because all y'all looking for the same non-existent man. I bet a lot of them wasn't really single. Start back requiring marriage for fornication, problem solved. Men don't really like to lead women no more, and women's standards are unrealistic, if we're being honest. That's a woman that said that, by the way. Love is dying for y'all, not us. Let me see what else. Excuse me. Maybe because any black man that try to talk to you, anyone, it's you need to send me some money on Cash App or Apple Pay. Yeah. I mean, hey, man. Ninja starving out here. Ninja struggling. What you think is the reason, people? What's the reason? Let me know what you think later. Shout out to everybody who watches on the playback. Anyways, last thing before we're at the main event, man, we got T.I. Shout out to T.I.P., man. What lyrics should I say from T.I.? Shout out to T.I.P. Rapping for the hell of it. Hella rich. Never had to sell a brick again. Must I tell a bitch again? The bullshit I'm addressing, check, I'm on some next level shit. Never been effed in the game, I'm celibate. Come on. Come on. Rarely out my element. Barely out the ghetto with 1 foot out and 1 foot in. Intelligent as fellas get. Listen, let's settle this. Be clear. I could fall back 7 years. Still ain't no bun ahead of me. Come on. Come on. Shout out to T.I. Come on. T.I. versus 50. Who y'all got? Shout out to 50. I know 50 too. I know some lyrics by 50 and I read his books. But yeah. You know, my mic doing the crump right now. My mic crumping right now. We got T.I. admitting he doesn't enjoy his son King Harris trolling 50 Cent. He has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching. And yeah, man, like I said, clout and consequences, people. You get to a level, your kids end up being different because you came from one world and they were born in another world. And I mean, that's just for everybody. That's just not with the music industry, right? That's not with the people who changed their lives and moved up the socioeconomic scale. That's just in general. Like, the world that you was born in is not the same world whenever your kids come out. And by the time they start to understand stuff, it's not the same world as when they came out. So, I mean, that's expected. But we're going to play the footage. Shout out to Ebro.
You were asked about verses on Shay Shay.
Yeah.
And you were asked about verses with Gillian Waller.
That's right.
Both of your...
I was asked.
Right, but both of your responses...
soliciting.
Yeah, but your responses led to 50 having something to setting it off.
I'm real big on treating other people the way I want to be treated. And I'm also real big on treating motherfuckers the way they decide they gonna treat me. Word. And ultimately, all of the quietness that we're witnessing right now from dude, what would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be here.
Nothing at all.
Are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? And the whole family concept.
No, I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do.
Now, I would respect it. Like I say, he probably respect it. Cause look, at the end of the day, man, kids gonna stick up for their family as they should, especially if their family took care of them, right? Yeah. But I mean, what Mr. Rubber Band Man understands is, at the end of the day, he didn't teach King to act like that. Now, King, I don't know him. Shout out to King, Young Ninja. What up, Ninja? You know, King seen his dad and how his dad came up, probably watched his videos, and he's like, man, you know, I'm trying to be like dad. So dad was a street ninja, certified street ninja. You know, they say they have some stuff he was doing or whatever, but I mean, they say he was really in the streets. He had people gunning for him. So, you know, it's like you got to kind of live up to expectations. Easiest example, this not street shit, but I'm going to use LeBron James. Shout out to LeBron James, the king of basketball. You feel me? LeBron is who LeBron is, and he broke all the records, and he will be forever solidified. How do you live up to that as the son, right? If you try and go the same route, how do you live up to that? Shout out to what's the ninja name? Damani, his other son. You know, he a conscious rapper kind of in a sense. King chose the street side, Damani chose the conscious side. But I mean, they trying to live up to be like dad, but better than dad. It's not easy to do. No matter what, it's not easy to do because your dad had to build himself up. Shout out to everybody who had their dad. Shout out to everybody that did. Don't beat me up. But your dad had to build himself up to a certain level to where he's respected by you. And once he built himself up to that level, he sustained that level for years to come. So they trying to just figure out their own way. And I mean, that's probably how all these things happen, and that's how they came to it. But at the end of the day, one thing I always tell y'all too, man, ninjas gonna die behind their mom, okay? Ninjas will not play about mom. Mama said, yeah, ninjas don't play about their mom. So you play with mom, I mean, you asking for it, bro. You asking for it. Word to the black community, because the black community in totality, I'm saying across the diaspora, is really a matriarchy. If you really look at it, it's a matriarchy. But besides the point, I digress. Here we go.
Not simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King?
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Got it.
I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Damani kept us cool.
So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men.
There you go.
I see.
That's here.
Right.
Against who the fuck ever. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a damn about beating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to
Yeah, you're here to defend and protect. And that's really the goal as men, you know, as men in the family. You know, our main goal, regardless of what social media tells you and society tells you, you know, protect your family. Protect, like, even me, I'm far away from my family, but they already know, or I hope that they know. But let me hear one call about something. I'll make some calls back home. I'm on a flight back home. We finna handle that. And I hate to be like that because I'm not really like that. Like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I mean, I know how to defend myself. You feel me? I tote sticks, whatever they like to say, glizzies, Glockianas. You know, I'm going to do what it do if I have to. I'd rather not. And that's why I tell my family move right, because, like, I don't want to have to go and move left. So, yeah, I mean, protect. And in the case of the women, protect the women in your family. Here we go.
defend. You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built. Man,
Word.
This shit is, man, I die in the street about this shit, man.
Word.
This shit dead ass serious to me.
Word.
This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
All right, Mr. Rubber Band Man. They gonna give me a copyright for that one, but shout out to your boy. Shout out to your boy. Now, speaking of women to protecting your family, we at the main event, man. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. Answer the poll in the chat. 4, 3, 2, 2. Main event. Yes, sir. All right, you guys are now tuned in to the Clout and Consequences Podcast, formerly known as the Black Pill Podcast. Here we go, man. Clout and Consequences. Every move has a price. And the question is, ladies and gentlemen, what is clout? What is clout? In slang, clout means power, influence, or status, especially in social media, referring to a person's ability to attract attention, gain followers, and impact trends through their online presence, content, or reputation. The big questions that remain: are you considering the consequences, and are you willing to pay the price? Fame is not free. Clout and consequences, people. Influence will always come with receipts. Today's episode: Demi Lovato and Keke Palmer bond with each other over their inappropriate relationships with grown men, not just men. I'm talking about full grown, hairy, stinking, dirty draws, men's. Let us know what you think in the chat, people. And shout out to everybody who watches in the playback. Y'all let us know what y'all think too. All right, we just gonna go right into it, man. You know, I'm a little tired today. I came in here late with it, but it's all good. We're gonna keep pushing and persevering for success. So we got Demi Lovato and Keke Palmer, main event. During an interview, Keke Palmer and Demi Lovato discussed being teenagers and dating old men. Both ladies admit that looking back at it, dating older men in their teens was not ideal, but felt like an outlet due to their mature careers. Let us know what you think in the comment section. I mean, yeah, this been going down in the hood. This not nothing new. This been going down, period. People was living a different life back then, and this was normalized. I remember coming up, and I've told y'all this before on stream, I seen girls in high school getting full-blown cars from their boyfriends. Can you imagine, bro? And you know, I was a late bloomer in a sense, so I was sitting there looking like, I'm like, bruh.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm like, bro, I'm taking a bus. I ain't even get my own car till like 18. And I graduated early. I graduated high school at 16. So my first 2 years of college, I'm taking a bus around the world. I'm like, bro. So I'm looking at these ninjas like, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm like, how? I'm like, bro, how do you afford this? I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, my first job, I was making $9.25. No, I got a raise. I was making like $8.25 an hour, bro. Putting in like hours. I'm like, yo, there's no way. There's just no way. My first car was given down to me after my brother got his car. He had got a Nissan Sentra. And then I took his Oldsmobile. My first car was an Oldsmobile LS 88. So I'm sitting there, like I said, as a youngin' coming up. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make sure I get decent enough grades so my parents will let me play on the basketball team. That's what I'm saying there. And then I couldn't even do that. So I had to get off the team and just hope for the best and try and walk on in the future. Bad situation. But we have Demi Lovato and Keke Palmer. Let us know what you think in the comment section. And shout out to everybody watching on the playback. Y'all let us know what it is too. Here we go.
I found myself dating. I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
Why was my boyfriend 30?
Oh.
Girl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Yeah. Nah. Here we go, man. Damn.
Like,
and this is more normal than you think because naturally women like older men. Now, like I said, girls are not women, so that's the whole thing there. That's weird. Secondly, it's tough because a lot of kids are fast, and it's because of how they came up. So regardless of music industry, Hollywood doing what they do, you know, Hollywood elites, that's what they call them. No matter what they doing, like I said, in regular life, everyday life, girls are doing what they do, figure out a way to get through Facebook, posting themselves above the age consent, getting through the age verifications and all that shit. Social media, man. And I mean, I'm of the opinion that it was probably worse before social media exposed it. So now we could just see everything. And I always tell you guys that social media was the equalizer. Here we go.
I'm not smiling at that, but that is real. We were trying to find outlets, though. I don't think, you know, and also just a way to process this, and nobody our age, I mean,
could understand. Nobody our age could understand. But then you look back in hindsight, when I turned 30, I was like, that's not okay.
So what about the boys your age that were also in the same thing, right? What about the boys your age that were in the same thing? Were they not able to, I don't know. Like I said, in their defense, right? In their defense, they were, what's the correct terminology? Groomed? Is that it? It's so crazy because we say groom, and then imagine when you get married, you have a bride and a groom. I be thinking like, what? You need to leave. I'm always confused by that. But yeah, so they were groomed, right? Essentially. At the same time, I'm just like, bro, like the boys our age, like what? No, they didn't understand it. I don't know. Here we go.
Girl, the moment when...
Oh, and then the general consensus is that women mature faster than men. And I guess that's the whole thing. So allegedly women mature faster than men or girls mature faster than boys. My only thing is just like, how do women mature faster than men or girls mature faster than boys, but a woman's brainstem does not develop until 25? I'm always confused by that. Because they say if a woman is 18 and of age, and I'm not justifying this or condoning this, they say that her brainstem hasn't fully developed. So when she's doing it, she doesn't know. But my whole thing is, so when it's a boy, is his brainstem developed? And I'm always like, how is that possible? How is that possible if women mature faster than men? It would make sense that they would naturally be more mature than the men their age, which is why they go for men who are older. But then are they really mature if their brainstem hasn't developed? And that's the whole gag, right? That's the gag right there. Here we go.
You realize and you get the age of a lot of people that were around you and doing stuff. It's almost a mental break that can happen because you realize you were taking advantage of. Oh, I was being exploited.
Yeah.
Oh, was very difficult for me when because at 15, I'm thinking like my boyfriend's older because I'm doing an older job and I'm doing a bunch of things and this is the way that it is. And it seemed normal in my mind. But then
especially if you're an older soul too, especially if you're mature for your age.
Yeah, so look, so like even me, right? There's a couple women I dealt with in the past. Majority of women I dealt with up until college were all older than me. So I come off like this because I was around people who were always older than me. But it came to a point where I realized I thought I was mature, but I wasn't really mature. Because now that I'm older, I look back in hindsight like, man, I was just a kid. Like, for example, I say this all the time. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Texas now, from Miami, Florida, born and raised in the county of Dade. But yeah, I came out here when I was 20 and I thought I had it all figured out. I'm older now. I'll reveal my age. I'm 28 now. And I'm sitting here like,
But what the hell?
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, yo, who are you? I'm like, bro, you're a shell of your former self. I mean, I'm getting back to it. But I'm like, bro, who is this person? Where am I? How did I get here? And I look back on the years, it was fun, but I was young. Like I was partying, living, you know, trying to do what it does. I wouldn't say I was partying in my 20s. I was getting to the bag, but I was taking risks. Now I take more calculated risk, do things that aren't as edgy because, you know, it's only so much you can do. Before I used to be wilding. I was wilding and I ain't had no common sense. And them girls around me, they was like, yeah, you know, you're so mature for your age. And I was sitting there like, yeah. Because I was trying to get some, bro. So I was trying to get some. So I'm like, yeah, baby, whatever you say, baby, just tell me what I need to hear. Or let me tell you what you need to hear so we can do what it do. Here we go.
I love the Hillary Duff song.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah, because it's like,
And damn, Demi looking good though. Shout out to what's this ninja name? Comethazine, man. Demi looking good. I just want to hit Demi. I can't say the lyrics, but yeah, listen to that song by Comethazine. Here we go.
We all had the same damn life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where people kept telling us you're so mature for your age.
I also wrote a song about that. It's called 29. And when you listen to it, I think you'll be able to relate to it.
Oh, yeah. I found myself dating.
All right, let's see what the comments say. God damn. I'm glad y'all realized this at 30. As a young man, we used to tell y'all this all the time. Why do grown men like teenagers? As a 30-year-old man, I would never. Are y'all always dating older men because they have more resources than the men your age, but then you grew older and say you were taken advantage of and exploited? Ain't that convenient? Oh, I ain't say that. I read that. I read that. I ain't say it. Demi, we were wondering the same thing, sister. Where were y'all mamas at? Keke, why was my boyfriend 20? Demi, why was my boyfriend 30? And Keke smiles and caucasity. What? What? The 90s and 2000s was different. We know better now. Why isn't Wilmer V behind bars? This happens a lot, so many men should be in jail. Demi looks good. Yeah, Demi looking nice. Shout out to Keke. Keke looking nice too. Our generation actually glorified talking to older men, and I think that's where it stemmed from. It was a status quo. Dads, be there for your daughters, 100. It's sad when we come to the realization. I mean, come on now, at some point women need to start. This is a woman, by the way. I mean, come on now, at some point women need to start taking accountability and stop shifting blame and everything on men. It takes two to tango. Why your fast butt dating a 20 to 30-year-old at 15? Even I knew better. I'm starting to see women can be very manipulative. Getting these men locked up, we won't have any left. Okay. That's the wrong one. That's not the wrong one. I mean, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Yeah, man, gentlemen, like I said, Adams, pull up to the front of the club. Please form a circle. Yeah, bro, get that ID. Check that ID. And if it's a fake, don't even date her, okay? Get that ID. If she ain't got an ID, you got to look at her like,
but what the hell, boy?
Why you ain't got no ID? You ain't got no ID. I can't. No. Demi said, hold on, Hillary. Not here. Let me plug my song. To be honest, there were grown men driving around high schools looking to attract young girls they can easily manipulate. When I was in school, get it, girl, even in high school, talking to men who were in their 20s. It's so sad looking back. Bye, y'all was just being fast. It's a woman, by the way. Women will do anything but take accountability. It takes an old man to understand you. Please, laughing my ass off. When I was 15, I never thought that this was cool. The highest I went was 17 at 15. Man, it was a different time. I realize now I was dating predators as a youngster.
What the hell? Oh my God. No
Jesus. Accountability and guidance is needed. Yes, there are men that are predators, but you also know at 15, you shouldn't be sneaking around with a 20 or 30-year-old. Hence the reason you're sneaking around in the first place. Young girls, listen to us. Them old men don't think you are so mature. And the best thing since sliced bread, they prey on women. Yep, now that I'm older, there was no reason I was a freshman in high school hanging out with 25-year-old men. Keke said, girl, damn. She was like, now, wait a minute. I said 20. I mean, yeah, it's tough, bro. Because like I said, I came up seeing things early. So I wouldn't say I was sneaking around. But like when I was in college, I didn't have, funny how I said, where's your ID? I ain't have an ID my first 2 years in college, right? Because I couldn't pass the driver test. So I had my college ID, right? And the way that I would get in is I'll be like, oh, I got my college ID. I left my other ID. And it was just like, man, you look really young. I'm like, oh, man, I mean, you know, I take care of myself. I work out and shit, you know, and I drink a lot of water. And I was going to them college parties at 16. Yeah. And I used to just find a reason. Shout out to Papa Blac, because you're going to be mad when you hear this. But I used to just find a reason to find a way to just be out the house. Like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm staying at school studying, and I'm going to check out the party and seeing what's popping off, bro. So, yeah, them girls could find a way in there. They got fakes and shit, you know, all this kind of stuff. I remember when I was in Colombia, I told this story, too, when the police had pulled up on me. Yeah, Ninja, if you in Colombia, they roll up on you, too, Ninja. I was walking late night, and they pulled up on me. They was like, Tienes Coca. And I look at them ninjas, I said, do I look like I do Coca-Cola? And they put me on a wall, they searched me and everything, pulled my ID out. They had the flashlight to check if it was real and everything. You know, and I'm American, you know, I look like an American, I'm out there. They let me go because I ain't have nothing on me. But imagine if I did. But that's what I'm saying, where it's like people be having fakes too, and them fakes be real looking real good. So you just gotta be careful. Let me see if we have some more. Oh no, that's concerning. That's predatory, actually. I feel like you need to be 20 and above to date someone in their 20s, 30s, and older. When Keke said, girl, I crack up every time. 15 and 30 is bonkers. Why do grown men like teenagers as a 30-year-old? I would never. Oh, we seen these already. Let me see if we can pull up some more. We're going to go to TikTok. And let us know what you think, chat. My whole thing is, like I said, it's a crazy situation. Clout and consequences.
Black Americans are not getting together with the other races.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. That wasn't me. That was my algorithm, bro. I ain't say it, bro. They did. Let me see. Oh, shit. Something went wrong with the server. Goddamn. Y'all seeing that? Uh-oh. They attacking my stream. Y'all seen that? Let me see if I can pull it up. Uh-oh. Shout out to Tay-Rock. All right. Keke Palmer. What's the girl name? Demi. Oh, bro. They attacking the stream, bro. Yo, they attacking the stream. Do y'all see that? They attacking the stream, bruh. Yo, I can't even pull it up. I'm happy you guys can see this. This is what they're doing to my stream. So it says something's wrong with the server. Please try again. And it's just going ham. They're attacking the stream. Goddamn. Goddamn. They're attacking the stream like a mofo. Look at that. They're attacking the stream. I'm happy you guys can see it, though. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Right? What do you guys think? I don't know what to think, man. I don't know what to think. Let me see. What I will say is when it comes to Hollywood, Hollywood's tough, bro. And the reason why Hollywood's tough is because, you know, when it came to all that, like back in the day before all this shit came out about Hollywood, 1 second, you know, parents will push their kids. Like parents would give their kids up to people in a sense, not give them up, but like sign their kids away so that way they could become something, right? Word to, I don't even want to say no names because it get weird, but like that's what happened in a lot of instances, and that's why, you know, a lot of things end up happening where people get traumatized, or people get I wouldn't say abused is the word, but taken advantage of is the correct term, right? Or the correct phrase. They got taken advantage of because they wanted to be part of Hollywood. So all it is simple, hey, you do this for me, I do this for you kind of thing, and then Bob's your uncle. So sad situation. We're going to run that clip back one more time. After that, we're going to call it a day because I can't pull the full clip. But I'm pretty sure if you go to Keke's podcast, you can see the full clip. And y'all let me know what y'all think. Here we go.
I found myself dating. I'm 15. Why is my boyfriend 20?
Why was my boyfriend 30?
Girl!
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Like, I'm not smiling at that, but that is real. We was trying to find outlets, though. I don't think, you know, and also just a way to process this, and nobody our age, I mean,
could understand. Nobody our age could understand. But then you look back in hindsight, when I turned 30, I was like, that's not okay.
Girl, the moment when you realize and you get the age of a lot of people that were around you and doing stuff, it's almost a mental break that can happen because you realize, you were taking advantage of. Oh, I was being exploited. Yeah. Oh, was very difficult for me when because at 15, I'm thinking like my boyfriend's older because I'm doing an older job and I'm doing a bunch of things and this is the way that it is, and it seemed normal in my mind. But then
especially if you're an older soul too.
And you know, before what Demi Lovato said, that's where you lose me. Shout out to Keke, right? That's where they lose me because it's like, bruh, so what about the men y'all age or the kids that were your age, the teenage boys that were your age doing the same thing, right? That's my whole thing. It's like, so were they not mature? Were they not doing what y'all was doing with the money and all that? I don't know. Here we go.
Especially if you're mature for your age.
I love the Hillary Duff song.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah, because it's like, we all had the same damn life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where people kept telling us you're so mature for your age.
I also wrote a song about that. It's called 29.
Oh,
and when you listen to it, I think you'll be able to relate to it.
Oh, yeah. I found.
Yep. So other than the fact that these men took advantage, right? Other than the fact that these men took advantage, the question is, chat, was it by choice? That's it for tonight's show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Y'all know what it is. We back in this bitty tomorrow. Past that, y'all have a good night. It's your boy BA.